Saints Ground on your left, and then behind the Saints Ground is a big Tesco. But yeah, there's two lines still here. And if my camera keeps working, keeps going till the end, see, whole signal little box there, nice to see. And again, it's just giving you an idea of the old bridges that's been well and truly cut off, you know. Yeah, well and truly cut off. Some declaring down here, which is nice to see. You alright, guys? Again, you know, we're miles out there and you bump into somebody there, you know, it's three lads. Not like doing a bit of clearing or something, they're not fly tipping or anything. But you try and do this walk in summer, I tell you, you've no chance once all this starts growing. Well, this is why I wanted to get it done and do the full lining. I've done it before in like 2 parts, but I wanted to get it all on one video really. But this is a bit you've got to watch now. It's so close to the town centre. And you've got to keep your eye out for needles. But again, you see the post there that when we did the walk last week, heading to Clockface. That's what them posts were. They put them at the end of the railway lines to stop people getting on. So now we know what answers the question, what that was. There we go. We're coming into town centre now. It's been a good walk, that. Not finished yet. I'm going to show you another famous landmark in St Helens as well. And no, it's not a Morrison shopping trolley. I'm going to go up these little steps and up to show you, get a better view. But there you go. That's what they call the Steve Prescott Bridge. And they light that bridge up at night in different colours, and that leads to Tesco and takes you down to the Saints Ground. And all your rugby league fans, you'll know Steve Prescott, how much money he raised for charity before he sadly passed away. But last few nights that's been lit up in the Ukrainian colours, which is nice to see. But we'll walk this. Looks stable enough. I hate popping my head so high because we're on view now. And like you say, you're not supposed to be on here. There we go. Ooh. We'll get out of view. So there you go, that's the other bridge that leads to the retail parks. And if you swing left, that's the Steve Prescott Bridge, very famous in St Helens. going to cut across here now and save me rambling a bit, because you're not seeing much more down that line, but I can show you a bit more up here. Now if you want to do this walk, this is where you can start it here, and you just come over the Steve Prescott Bridge and you can actually do that full walk there. But I'm going to keep this running, so I need to get across to the other side now. And if you see where the railings end there, and I'll I'll flip my camera around as I'm going around. I've done a lovely job of this part of town. If you flick over there now, and you see where the people's walking over the bridge, that takes you to the Steve Prescott Bridge, and that takes you into St Helens town centre. But I'll flip my camera around here now and you can see it. You see where the water's going under the little bridge there? That's where the line crossed over. I'm going to follow that line, and I'm sure that when I've done this walk before, there's still some old railway signs and things. Now what you're seeing here now, that's the St Helens Canal that leads through to Sankey. And if you remember when we did the 9 arches, that'll flow all the way through to Burton Wood and the 9 arches, and that's where everything used to come in there before the steam down the canals. And this canal carries on here, it's just been blocked off here. As you can see, a few fishermen here enjoying a Sunday afternoon. Yeah. Afternoon, guys. No beers going spur. No, yeah, alright, I'm only joking. But what an afternoon for fishing, you know. Sat here with a few beers and chilling. But that's why I wanted to cut off. If you look here, that's where the line came down, and this is where it went into Shaw Street. There's still a few of the old signs. Now, I'm not going to walk on and get fined £1,000 because it's trespassing. And that leads into Shaw Street Station. And this used to be an old footbridge, and as you can see, stop, look, listen, beware of trains. Again, they close all these places off so well now, but when you know the way is in. And again, a bloody shopping trolley. But I'll keep this running and hope it keeps running till we get to Shaw Street. But this is the canal that carries on into Warrington. Now this is a nice walk on its own, coming down the canals. I've done this on my mountain bike. It goes for miles. What an afternoon for this, you know. But lonely places and railway lines, and probably shouldn't have done that on my own today, because you never know what you're going to find, you know. But Sunday afternoon is a good afternoon to do it. And as you can see, that's land, that gives you a bearing where we are. And if you look over there, the retail park, that's where the line all goes behind it. And Saints Ground, you can just see it on the top. There you go, 1937 on the bridge. I love finding stuff like that, because then you can look it up and research it a bit more. Been a good walk today. I've enjoyed this walk, especially on a Sunday afternoon. Now if you look in the corner there now, you'll just see the British Rail sign on top of the station. That would have been in red years ago. That is Shaw Street Station. Now the line would have gone straight across here, and you can see, I'll show you the waistline. The wasteland, sorry. Just here. and I've done that walk before. This takes you out to Warrington through Finch, and there is still a line down this part. If you look down here now, I've done this walk. If you look to the right, that's the canal. If you look to the left and you see the gap in the fence, in the wall, that's where the line would have run, and that leads into Warrington. If you via my camera right, you'll see Shaw Street Station, and I'm going to go to Shaw Street and show you where the line actually came in. As you can see, that's where we've just come, so that's where the line would have come across here, through there. But we'll walk it. If my camera goes off, it's still, we've got the the walk that we wanted to see. Really, this will be an added bonus. I could do with a drink now. The fisherman wasn't giving me any lagers, was he? Thought that guy was going to chin me. I'll put my camera up here in a minute and just show you. But when I come out, I never bring my wallet or any valuables with me, because you don't know who you're going to meet. I'll just put my camera up there and you'll see it. That's Shaw Street Station. And we're in St Helens town centre now, so you can see that walkway from Sutton. If they turn that into a cycle path, how quick could you get? And there we go, Shaw Street. And this is where I'm going to finish off, when I show you where the line came from in Shaw Street. Now, St Helens town centre now has changed so much. As a retail town, in the town centre now it's dead, because everything's moved to retail parks. And looking straight across there, that was one of the first guitars I bought, was from Peter Darwin Music. His dad ran that for donkey's years, and then his son took it over, but didn't run it like his dad used to run it, and started selling other things like skateboards and things, and it just went downhill from there. But probably the internet killed it. But that used to be a cracking shop. I used to always take my guitars to be restrung, my ukuleles. I bought a couple of ukes off him in there as well. Again, sadly gone. So St Helens town centre now, it's all been looked at to regenerate it, and it's going to be more pubs and restaurants in the town centre, leisure. There's not the massive big car park down tonight, so that's what the town centre is going to be, really. And you feel sorry for the older generation, because not everybody can get to retail parks. Hopefully we can get in here without having to get a ticket. Go on the line. Oh, you can't see. It's all buried off. Yeah. Oh, you can't. Again, just a bit of information on Central Station. But we'll try and get it from the other side. You can see it. Again, it's all ticketed now. That's just to stop people from jumping trains and going to Liverpool and not paying. So you can understand. But if I just take you down here now, and I'll show you where the line used to run. Here we go, we get a better shot from down here. And this is the end of the line then. For our walk today, but this would have been the start of the journey to Widnes, to Ditton Junction. And like I say, in Challenge Cup final day, everybody used to get the train here to London. Went for a walk today, but I've enjoyed it, you know, apart from that first 40 minutes climbing. And I'm glad I left the mountain bike today, because I wouldn't like to have strung that up and have to go back for it. But I'll just show you now, you can just see it what I'm looking at. There you go. If you look over there now, where the railings go across, and you can still see the two lines. They're the two lines that matched up where we just walked, and that took you up to Morrison's, to Sucknote Sheds, past Sutton. Then you go down Monastery Lane, over the first railway that run over a railway, to Clock Base, into Dream, and you've seen me blogs before on Dream that took it to Widnes, and then Widnes onto Wales and London and Wembley. And like I said, the train that were up and down that line was the little famous Ditton Flyer. So I hope you enjoyed the walk today. I've got to walk it all the way back now, but I'm going to walk down the path, so I'm not going back that same way. So I hope you're enjoying Mark's Railway Trails. It's good to get it on a YouTube channel so people can see it, more so than Facebook really. I've got quite a few on now, so check it out. We've got a couple of big ones coming up shortly. We're just waiting for the better weather like today. And edge hill cuttings we will be doing next couple of months. Just still got a bit of homework. We know where it is, we know where to walk down it, we just need to find out where we can get on it. Once we've got that, we're primed and ready to go. So welcome to St Helens, St Helens Central. Again, you can't just walk on like you can at Rainhill onto the station, you've got to get a ticket to get on, but you can see why they've done it. And again, I could carry on for ages and show you more places. Like if you go that way now, some cracking walks down there, down the canals, well worth a visit. And I've done all them on my mountain bike, and on days like this, fantastic, fantastic. And if I'd have brought some money, I might have even treated myself to a pint in the Royal Alfred. Sadly, I'm Billy no mates today and no money. So look forward to the next one on Mark's Railway Trails. Hope you enjoyed it. A bit of a long walk, but this video, hopefully in years to come, you will see that opened up as a cycle path to Sutton, and how good that would be. It really would, and I hope it does that. Again, all these are turning into restaurants and places for live music now as well. There's a couple down there that we go to. There's endless ones now just to bring people in. And if you look over there, that's the Raven Hotel with a white building. That's the oldest building in St Helens. Apparently it was the old coach house, Raven Lodge I think it was called then. And that used to be a pub, and a nightclub on the top was called Jesters, if I remember right. And he used to go in there quite a lot in the 80s. And the church just behind it, CLE church behind it. And as I'm walking up, you can just see Pilkingtons, which is all around here. Anyway, I'm going to cut off. Hope you enjoyed Mark's Railway Trails, and I'll see you soon on the next one.